Hello friends, my name is Emile and welcome back to some more Gran Turismo 2. Today we're continuing on with our Let's Play. This is episode 91, and in today's episode we are going to be taking on some more of the national championships. This time we're heading over to France for the French national championships. And well, I've got two cars in my garage once again for this. Our first car is the Peugeot 306 S16. In fact, we got two Peugeots for today's episode because, of course, in the 90s, Peugeot made relatively decent cars until, of course, they made the 206, and then everything kind of went downhill from there. Anyways, as you can see, both races go to Tahiti Road, 246 horsepower in the first race and 295 horsepower in the second race. Let's head into the first race now. Okay, we are at Tahiti Road in my Peugeot 306, and, well, our competition for today's race is a Peugeot 206, a Renault Megane Coupe, a Peugeot 106, a Peugeot 106 Rally, and a Renault Clio. So cars we can pretty much walk away from, because my Peugeot is quite a bit more quicker than those vehicles. I should have at least double the horsepower that they have got. Anyways then, the Peugeot 306. This is probably my all-time favourite Peugeot as far as like a whole. So yeah, I know like the 205 GTI and the 205 T16 and the 405 MI16 and all the rest of it. Yeah, they're pretty cool cars, but like as an overall model, I really like the Peugeot 306. Growing up, we had two of these. One was absolutely cack. It broke down all the time. The aircon basically it went into it for it had an issue with the air conditioning, and we had that car 10 months and drove it for 4 months because the other 6 months it was in the shop, and we had a Vauxhall Omega Proton Wire at some point. These weren't cars we bought, these were courtesy cars. I believe there may have been some other vehicles here and there, but those are the ones that we got. And then after that, we got rid of that and we got a 1.8 turbo 306. That was a really awesome car, leather seats, CD player. I love that car so much. If I can find one of these at some point, I would kind of like to own one. The issue I've got with the 306 is it's just not particularly known for being a reliable car per se, but it's still an absolutely... I think it looks great, to be perfectly honest with you. I think this might be the best looking of Peugeots overall as well. Really good looking car, great to drive. Of course, when the Ford Focus came along in '98, you know, the Peugeot 306 wasn't seen as the class leader when it came to driving abilities. However, before that, the 306 was basically the best car in its class for its suspension. Then, of course, it was replaced by the 307 in 2001, and while the 307 gained relatively okay press at the start, the 307's cracks started to show. It wasn't as reliable as the 306 was. It also didn't drive quite as nicely as a 306. Personally, I kind of like the 307, but still the 306 kind of reigns supreme for me, and I think that's the better of the two vehicles. Anyways, we're across the line with not many issues there whatsoever. In second place was the 106 Rally, followed by the 106 S16, the Renault Clio in 4th, the 206 in 5th, and the Renault Megane in 6th. So what we learned today so far, the Peugeot 206 cannot compete with its younger, smaller, less powerful brothers, which that bodes well for that car. Hardy-dardy-da. Anyways, we get 4 grand, and I'll see you guys in a second for the second race with our second car. Okay, that's the first race completed. Now it's time to head over to our garage, pick up our second car, and get on with the second race. For the second race, I've decided to go with a Peugeot 406 3-litre V6 Coupe in kind of a sherbety colour. I kind of like the colour, and to be honest with you, it was the best colour out of the bunch I could find. I could see why people wouldn't particularly like it though. Anyways, let's head back into the Gran Turismo League, back into the French Nationals, and head on to our next race, which once again is at Tahiti Road. The horsepower limit is 295 horsepower. Let's go. Okay, time for the second race here at Tahiti Road, and in this particular field, we have the Peugeot 306 we used last time. We have a Renault Clio V6, we have a Citroën Xantia, V6. We have a Renault Laguna V6, and we have, I believe, that is, yep, it's another Peugeot 406 3-litre V6 Coupe. So, not exactly what I was expecting in this field. I was expecting Venturis, to be perfectly honest with you, but no Venturis have shown up, so I guess that's a bit of a bonus. This vehicle drives kind of weird. Getting out of that 306 and getting into this feels a hell of a lot heavier than that car did. Anyways, the Peugeot 406 Coupe. This is kind of a interesting vehicle, because I actually really like the Peugeot 406 Coupe. While you can say what you want about Peugeot's sort of styling game, I know back in the 80s and 90s they were seen as pretty good looking cars. Coming through to the noughties, many people thought their styling game sort of dropped off and the cars become a lot heavier, a lot uglier. Hey look, Peugeot signs over there. Hey look, we're understeering almost into the pit wall. Excellent. Anyways, the Peugeot 406 Coupe was an extremely good looking vehicle, and to be honest with you, I think the Peugeot 407 Coupe, which was the successor to this vehicle, was also a pretty good looking car, although not many people really remember the 407 Coupe. That being said, the 406 Coupe was definitely the better looking of the two, because, I mean, just look at this thing. Designed by Pininfarina, I believe, designed this vehicle. It just was an absolutely awesome looking car. As far as driving experience goes, to be honest with you, I haven't actually looked up too many reviews or anything of the Peugeot 406, so I'm not actually too sure. However, did have a 3-litre V6 under the hood, so I mean that has to count for something. Front wheel drive, as of course you'd expect, because it's basically a Peugeot 406 just shortened and given a nicer looking body. The 406 isn't known for being the most exciting vehicle, even if it could, I believe, what did the 406 used to do? Is either catch fire or explode. It did one of the two. But nevertheless, the 406, at least in my eyes, was a good car, and the 406 Coupe was even better because, I mean, just look at this thing. It looks fantastic. Even in GT2 graphics, it looks great. So there we go. Anyways, we are across the line. Coming home in second place, surprisingly, it's the Peugeot 306. In third, Clio V6. In fourth, the other 406 Coupe. In fifth, the Renault Laguna V6. And in sixth, the Citroën Xantia 3-litre V6. Lots of V6s in that race. In fact, there was only one car that wasn't a V6, I believe. Anyways, we are going to be collecting 5,000 credits for that. And I will see you guys in a second. Okay, so there we go. That is it for the GT French Nationals. In the next episode, we're going to be taking on the Italian National Championships, so stay tuned for that. Anyways, friends, as always, I want to thank you all very, very much for watching. My name's been the Real Emile, and until next time, farewell.